Hey geniuses, let's dive into some cool math today. Have you ever wondered what does sine x equals half mean? Can we figure out cosine x or tangent x from this? You bet we can. Let's break it down like a math pro. First, those fancy symbols sine, cosine, and tangent are called trigonometric functions. But don't let that name scare you. They're just tools to help us figure out the connection between an angle in a right-angled triangle and the ratio of two sides. Yup, it's that simple. So picture this. Every triangle has three sides and three angles, right? But a right-angled triangle? Well, one of those angles is exactly 90 degrees. Let's mark an angle x on our right triangle and get started. This side is opposite of angle x, and this side is the adjacent side. The longest side is the hypotenuse. Sine x tells us the ratio between the opposite side of angle x and the hypotenuse. So when we say sine x equals half, means the length of hypotenuse is twice that of the opposite side. If the opposite side is 1 unit long, the hypotenuse must be 2 units. Makes sense, right? Now we're left with one more side, the adjacent side. How do we find it? Let's call in our buddy Pythagoras' theorem, which says that in any right-angled triangle, hypotenuse squared equals opposite side squared plus adjacent squared. Adjacent side squared equals 2 squared minus 1 squared. Taking square root and boom! The adjacent side is square root of 3. Now we can figure out cosine x and tangent x. It's no big deal. Oh, and here's a little life hack. Remember the classic mnemonic SOHCAHTOA to help you out. Sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent equals opposite over adjacent. So cosine tells us the ratio of the adjacent side to the hypotenuse, square root of 3 over 2. Tangent is the ratio of the opposite side to the adjacent side. So tan x is 1 over the square root of 3. Let's try some examples. If cosine x equals 5 over 13, the adjacent side is 5, and hypotenuse is 13. Pythagoras comes to rescue again, telling us the opposite side is 12. So the sine x, the ratio of opposite side to hypotenuse, equals 12 over 13. Tan x, the ratio of opposite to adjacent, equals 12 over 5. If sine x is 3 over 5, opposite side is 3, and hypotenuse is 5. Pythagoras gives us the adjacent side as 4. That makes cosine x 4 over 5 and tan x 3 over 4. If tan x is 2, the opposite side is 2, and the adjacent side is 1. We can calculate hypotenuse, which is square root of 5. Then sine x equals 2 over square root of 5, and cosine x equals 1 over square root of 5. Too easy, right? So when we link an angle in a right-angled triangle to the ratio of its sides, we're using trigonometric functions. Trigo is like the superpower of triangles. The more you practice, the more these ratios become second nature. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy-peasy math lessons. See you next time, geniuses.